Hello everyone, this is me Vedika, and in this video is 1000. So this is how we are going to see how you can use Midjourney to create your YouTube thumbnails. So you can use Midjourney to generate any kind of images, but in this video we are particularly going to see how to generate YouTube thumbnails very easily, step by step. Okay, so let's dive in. So as you can see on my screen, I have opened my Midjourney bot, and to write my prompt for generating an image, I would go to this section, message section, and then I will type in /imagine prompt. After that, I would add my prompt, which is this. And to generate YouTube thumbnails, we need the aspect ratio to be 16:9. So I would add the parameter hyphen 2 times AR 16:9 and it's done. And I will press enter. Now Midjourney will create the images related to our prompt. Now the images are generated and the numbering starts from 1, 2, 3 and 4. So as I can see, the fourth image is pretty good and it is relevant to what my prompt is. So I will use that image, and if I need to upscale that image, I have this 4 different options, and if I need to make variations in this same image, I have this 4 different options, this V1 to V4 buttons. So I need this image, so I will click on upscale 4, and if I want more variations in the fourth image, I would click on V4. So I need to make more variations, like to see what more Midjourney can create. I would click on V4 for more variations and then submit. Images. Now as these images are generated, I will upscale the fourth image. After upscaling, as you can see, there are these different options which you can use for your particular image. So these are the very strong and very subtle options. Zoom out, and there is a custom zoom option. So by default, there are 2 zoom out options provided, which is 2 times and 1.5 times. In custom zoom, you can add your own zoom out option, which ranges from 1 to 2. So in between that decimal points, you need to add your custom zoom out option. For the make square function, your image will be converted to the size of 1:1. And these are the panning buttons. So panning buttons will help me to shift the focus and perspective of this particular image in any of the direction from this 4. So now I need more variations. I need to add more parameters, and I need to add more parameters for this image. So I will click on very strong and there will be a pop-up box. Okay. So now I will add my own parameters and stylize 100. So the stylize option gives us different variations for the same image, and the value for stylize option ranges from 100 to 1000. So now it's currently 1000. I would make that to 800 as per us. What particular change Midjourney has for us for this image? I would submit this. Okay, so as we change the stylize option from 1000 to 800, these are the results which Midjourney generated for us. But I guess we would go with stylize 1000. So this is how you are going to work and play with this tool to understand which parameter is giving you the perfect output. So I would go with the same image, which is stylized 1000. And if you see, there is a parameter which is cute, which is the quality parameter. So the quality parameter has these values which are only few, ranges from 1.25 and then 2. So these are the only options currently available. So if you want to change, we can do that. Okay, we can change and add more variations in this prompt. Okay, so I would click on very strong and I would change the quality parameter right here. See, I would add 0.25, 0.25. All right, and that's it. I will submit it. Let's see what it creates. You see, these are totally different images which we received and we have generated only by changing the quality parameter. But quality parameter doesn't have to do anything with the resolution of the images, but you see the images are totally changed, and I feel it gives very good output. These options, if you want to zoom out to your particular image, there are these options. If you zoom out 2 times, then let's see what it creates. You see the amount of results. I mean, it's super stunning. Can you understand, like, can you notice the zoom out difference? See, so first our image was looking like this. There were only 4 robots as what we have entered in our prompt. But in the zoom out, like after applying the zoom out parameter, after applying the zoom out function, the robots have been increased. Like it is more kind of zoomed out and there is more area around that man. So this is what you can create using the zoom out function. I would now like to go to the spanning buttons. Spanning buttons, these is the left, this is the right, this is up, and this is the down panning button. So one thing you need to note down is if you first do the panning left, then afterwards you can only do panning left. Okay, you can't go to any other direction after that. So I would do is panning up. Okay, let's see what it can create for us. Okay, so the pan up button has created this image for us, but which is not relevant to our prompt, right? So, but if you want something more in your prompt in a particular direction, so it's okay. So you can use the panning buttons. You have got the idea, right? Now, have you all noticed how these images are generating? Like there is an initial image grid and then slowly it starts getting developed. The images are getting developed, right? So for that, there is also a parameter which is a seed parameter which you can use to control the initial seed levels, the grades for generating the images. Okay, so that parameter will not influence the output, like the resulting image, but that is only for the initial image grid. Okay, I will show you how you can control that. Prompt. Okay, and slash imagine prompt. All right, so this is my prompt, and I would add the seed parameter, which is hyphen hyphen seed, and I would add the value 1 2 3. That only accepts the whole numbers. Okay, let's see how the initial images are generated. Only the grid, it will not have any impact on the resulting image. Okay, all of these numbers would use the same seed number and like images to generate the initial grid. Okay, you need to focus here, like understand the difference between the initial what we have used without the seed parameter and this with the seed parameter. So as you have noticed, all of these images are in the same style as you can see, and also the seed which was generating the noise, that is basically the noise like you see on the television screens. So that is the main motive of the seed parameter. Okay, so if you see, we have generated these images like we want robots, but I don't find them more of robots, but they are like more of aliens. They look like aliens. So I can also control that. I can control the prompt. So for that, we need to add a parameter which is no. Okay, so I will just add variation in this prompt. For that, I would be using for example, I would be using the first image. So I would we do v1 and then add a prompt parameter which is no. Okay, hyphen hyphen no aliens. Okay, I don't want that robots to look like aliens. So let's see what Midjourney has for us. You see, can you see the difference? In the first image, the images were looking like aliens and not robots, but we added the negative parameter which is no to make those alien looking robots to look actually like robots. So You can see it's looking like robots. So you can control what you want in the prompt, and at the same time you can add what you don't want in the prompt. So for that you are going to use the no parameter. Now there is this another very useful and interesting thing you can do with Midjourney, that is to generate images in a particular style. So in particular style of any painter, or like any of the particular style of the images. So these are the default images which are generated. If you add a particular style, for example, I would generate the same images in the style of cyberpunk. So we will see how we can do that. We just need to add here before the parameters, looking at him, and then cyberpunk. Okay, if I add this parameter, it will generate these images in the style of cyberpunk, and you will see the difference. You see how all of these images look in the style of cyberpunk? Like, these all images have the same style, but in the previous image, if you see, the style of this image is different and the style of this image is totally different. But then we have added this cyberpunk expression, so all of these images look like cyberpunk. So this is the way you can generate any images in the style of like anything which you wish. So like now as you see, we are generating the images, and there are only 4 images which are getting generated in the same one grid. But if you want more grids at the same time, so for that you are going to use the repetition parameter. For that you will use the repeat parameter. Okay, so for that you will need to write your prompt, which is imagine slash imagine prompt, and then add your prompt. I have added my prompt, and after that you will write hyphen repeat 3 times. Okay, so there will be 3 grids generating. So from that there will be like lot of options for you to select. Okay, and I will press the enter. Okay, so while generating, Midjourney is again asking us like, do you want like 3 different grids? Then we will say yes, and then generate it again. 3 out of your 3 jobs are getting processed. So at the same time, 3 different grids will be generated for us. So in one single prompt, you can generate like 3 into 4, like 12 images at the same time. You see, these are the 4 images, like one grid. This is another grid, and this is another grid. So in one prompt, we have generated this 12 images. So you just need to use one parameter, which is repeat parameter, and add the value, and these are your results. So you can choose any of your image from these results. One more important thing that you need to understand is that now we are generating all of these things in version 5.2 for Midjourney. But if you need to change the version of Midjourney, so for this you need to type in /settings and then enter. So this will have a pop-up box for you, and you need to select, like you can change the model. So this is the Midjourney model v5.2, and from here you can change any of the models and then use accordingly. But this everything will be the same, like how you are going to use it. Okay, so this is how you can change the Midjourney settings. So now to create a thumbnail, I really liked this output as well. So I will upscale this and we will create our thumbnail. So I will upscale the second image and I will download it. For downloading the image, it's very simple. We will just wait for that image to get generated. You see, this looks so stunning. So I will just, now we have tried all the options, tried all the functions which are very important, and you all have understood like how you can use them. So I will click on this image and then right click and save my image to the device. Okay, so I just want you all to look at this image that we have generated with all the variations, the parameters, and like trying everything. So this is our thumbnail, the base image that we are going to use. We need to add the text for this image, which is related to our YouTube topic. So now let's move on to the next part. So as you can see on my screen, I have opened Canva, and then I will open the image that we created in Midjourney. And for that, we will go to create design and then import file, and the importing the file which we have saved to our device. Now I will click on use in a new design, custom size, and then create a new design. Okay, so now our image is imported in Canva. Now we need to add a text on it, which is like what our video is about. So I will go to this text option, add a heading. From here, there are different options, like you can choose any kind of style that you want to use. I would just go to heading and then add exploring AI. Alright, so exploring heading, I would change the font style. Now to make it look more dramatic according to our image, I would just go to this option for effects and then add the option outline or something like that. And then I would keep the outline to be black. Okay, I would keep it black, but I would change the text color to yellow because it goes more with what our image is about. And I would make this a little big. Right. So I guess our thumbnail is ready using Midjourney and Canva for adding the text. This is how you are going to use and explore these tools for making your YouTube thumbnails or like whatever images that you want to generate. And I hope this video has helped you a lot to understand everything about Midjourney, like how you are going to use it. Now see you all in the next video.